All right. That's kind of weird. Can you hear me, Dr. D? I think we got a problem. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then... Oh, and Lunar is... Oh, I gotta resize Lunar here. There we go. Nice. We're gonna let this run for a second. I'm feeling kind of chill today. It's kind of weird. It's like already Wednesday and it's only Wednesday. It's one of those weeks. Oh, and you should see that you're starting to get channel points too. And since you're a mod, I think you get them at a faster rate. Up. And the controller's not working again. Ah. We're going to see if resetting it helps. Nice. Well, I mean, you still got work tomorrow, don't you? Ah. Okay, I'm just unplugging my speed pad. I hate that. Ugh. The speed pad's disconnected, and we're going to we'll plug the controller directly into a USB port instead of the hub. We're just going to try all over. This thing takes forever to start, though, too. Actually, that happened pretty fast. This part usually takes forever. Says it's detecting it in like controller 1, so I don't know what the problem is. Ah. The PC sees it because when I push the home button, it pops up in like some Windows stuff, so. No, like I said, is that the computer definitely recognizes it. So, like, I don't know what RetroArch's problem is. I'm gonna move us to. There we go. I'm running some updaters. But we angered the bots. They've gone. Dun dun dun. Up, and VC face friggin' crashed again too, I think. Yep. Ah. Right, yeah. Something like, I don't know what it is, but something like angers it about this controller, which is weird, because like, when it works, it's perfectly fine, you know, kind of deal. There's always some kind of weird issue with it, though. Right? Man, this pisses me off. Hooray! Let's go ahead and like watch some stuff. Sorry this is like taking so long, but it's just ugh. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And it's being a pain in the butt. I think I might maybe just about have it. Sorry, guys. Input's being kind of a pain in the butt. I don't... I would thank you for your patience. Yeah, it right now RetroArch just like really hates this generic 360 controller that I have. I don't know why, but it just really hates it. Like the longer I've used it, the like more it hates it actually. Yeah, now like okay. We're just gonna swap up here. So hey, yeah, RetroArch go burr. So we'll swap out Sunday's game. I hope you guys don't mind. So we're gonna try NeoCab. And I suspect. With any luck, the controller will actually work on that. So, set game, NeoCab. And then, I even got Steam open. Nope, Steam's not even open. Excellent. All right. Let's see if a I kind of suspect this doesn't even take controls. Let's check settings. Yeah, I think this is a straight up mouse driven game. Just take a quick look at the credits here. Okay, that's enough of that. Coin is an anonymous high value. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's go with new game. Night 1, desert outskirts, Los Ojos, California. There comes a point in any long drive where your mind goes a little off the road. It's like the flashing lines on the highway hypnotize you in some way, like it's normal to talk to the clouds. Or come up with a name for the 100th Joshua tree you pass in the endless desert. I officially at that point, and so was I. Jojo. Only 40 miles to go. Los Ojos to my new life, to my oldest friend. It was like a gift when the Savvy called me last week. My life was going nowhere fast, and she knew it. It used to be her life, too. Losing jobs to Capraz AI, juggling a dozen gigs and still coming up short. Getting way too comfortable just being sad. So when she offered to be roomies again, this time at her place in the big city, it didn't matter anymore what had come between us or what we'd said when we were angry. All that mattered was the road ahead. That and the battery charges that had set me back 30 coin. Nothing like rolling into your brand new life completely broke. No problem, this is cool, cool, cool. Your driver, just drive. If I could pick up even one ride out here, I'd be in a better place. Maybe even get a fancy here's to us cocktail with Savvy like old times. I started up NeoCab. Back snacks, toothbrush, pajamas, basically everything, books, and dad's vase. That's interesting. Top NeoCab driver in Los Ojos. Moving costs, boxes tape, charge, sell bed, sell desk, sell stuff, new outfit, needed, spent 33, 324 miles to Sweet, Freedom, and Savvy. I think this is a visual novel, basically. The more it looks, the more likely I think it is. For a second, I thought maybe Liam had put his pin in the wrong place. This didn't feel like a convenient pickup spot for anyone. I could barely make him out at first. All I saw was desert and dusk. Then I spotted him, a lone figure dragging what looked like a huge luggage or a small elephant along the highway. He got in the car, bags first, then squeezed in like he was their sidekick. Hey! Hi, let's go with hi pickup for Liam. Hi, pickup for Liam. Silence. You are Liam, right? Yeah, sure, I can feel his anxiety creeping up from the back seat. I can't help it. I absorb that stuff like a sponge. Yes, thank God. Yes, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, man. All good back there? I thought I spent all day out there in the desert taking photos of the stars and the LO skyline. I thought I'd lost my memory card. The bastard's smaller than a grain of rice. Why do they keep making them smaller? Damn, my heart's racing. His accent was smooth and musical, but I couldn't quite place it. Definitely not Southern California. Anyway, hello, Lena. Lena, right? Said on the app. Yep, that's me. Awesome. Thanks for picking me up all the way out here in Nowheresville. No problem. I was headed this way anyway. Plus, NeoCab goes where Copra fears to tread. Where are you coming from? Cactus Flats. I don't know that one. Going to the big city on holiday? More like a permanent vacation. This car is carrying my whole life right now, and I'm moving. Moving? That's huge. How are you feeling? I don't know. I think I'm excited. I've never been to Los Ojos before. Stop it. This is your first time in Automation City? Is that crazy? No, I mean, yes, moving somewhere you'd never even visited. But damn, it's also very cool. Don't sweat it. It's mine too, though I'm just visiting. For work? Sort of. I'm a photographer, or trying to be. I'm taking a year off from my real job to see what I can make happen. A year to travel the world and take pictures. The dream. Savvy and I talked about doing something like that after college until I couldn't go. Instead, she met a guy, a sculptor, and lived that dream with him. They broke up after a screaming fight in Milan, and she came home with a half-finished clay figure of herself. She always loved playing the muse. So, what about you? YLO? I'm moving in with my best friend. Actually, I haven't seen her in ages. We used to be super close, and then we kind of weren't. Why did that just slip out? I always forget how easy it is to spill your secrets when you're only making eye contact with the road in front of you. For sure, I've moved a lot. UK, France, Canada, now here. Sort of fading in and out, different friend groups, maintaining most of my relationships online. Yeah, exactly. So, why now? What made you make the leap? She asked. All she ever had to do was ask. I just realized that my life isn't as good without her in it. I love that. Sometimes it's just the only thing that makes sense, right? Exactly. It'll be a fresh start for us, I hope. Guess that this photography thing is sort of my fresh start. So while you're getting the keys to your new place tonight, I'll probably be out snapping pictures of Capra Tower. Capra Tower? Gross. I mean, I hope it gets you. He flared in my face. Just hearing that name made me furious. Oh, it's tutorial, so I'm mad, so I can't choose this. Doing a cover shoot for Multinational Monster Magazine? Hey, whoa, it's just a beautiful building. Sure, I've heard it's very impressive. Ugh. Yeah, you can afford beautiful buildings when you have a monopoly. Yeah, you can afford beautiful buildings, on the entire tech sector. Suppose it's selling out human dignity, right? He shifted in his seat, tried to smile, but it was tight, uncomfortable. Capra, that name carried so much baggage with me. My driving gig, my only income stream. Before they replaced me and every other driver with autocars, soulless capsules, glass and plastic. But hey, those things don't need health insurance. I tensed up, just seeing the logo, which was all over the place. Nearly every passing car was one of theirs. Crawling our streets, covered in sensors, collecting data on everything and everyone. Just hearing Liam say the name made my heart pounding in my ears. Right, you're not a fan. We don't need to get into it. It's pretty obvious what kind of job he has. Felt like all the energy in the car had flipped. He was closed off suddenly, cold. This is exactly why everyone says that talking politics with a PAX is the quickest way to tank your star rating. My 4.9 driver rating definitely didn't want me to push him. Of course you're right. I didn't mean to be so snarky. What had gotten into me? My hackles were up and over what? A photographer who just wanted a picture of a famously impressive building? It was exactly what happened with me and Savvy. I got all emotional over something that really wasn't a big deal, and I pushed her away. You're so volatile, Lena. Like I'm looking for reasons to be sad or worried. Like all my bad feelings just leap out of me and poison my life when actually everything was just fine. I couldn't let that happen to us again. Ugh, I'm sorry. Ugh. I guess I'm biased. Kind of got a history with that whole company. It's all good. I just don't want to talk about it. I get there's a lot of baggage attached to LO. Trust me, I really do. But I'm not here to pick it up. This week, for once, I'm just a tourist. Totally get it. Look, if I wanted a silent ride with a brainless driver, I'd have called a Capra. You're much more fun. As the sun went down, I could just make out the first lights of LO appearing out over the desert, suddenly like a mirage. We were almost there. The city lights spilled across my windshield as we crossed the Los Ojos city limits. He pulled out his camera and I heard the shutter clicking away behind me. I thought about Savvy. No more nights alone, no more longing for change. I was making the change and I was ready. Here I am, Savvy. It's real. I did it. I pull up to Liam's destination, a modest hotel. Nice, but it had an art to it. Made sense. You know, this is going to be great, right? You're doing something really big and I think it's going to pay off. Thanks. And sorry again for being so testy before. I'm in a Capra town now, and that's that. It's nothing. I've gotten into my share of arguments with cab drivers before. You have? Yeah, with much worse opinions. And listen, I know you're already got a friend in town, but I'll be crisscrossing town in neocabs all week. Maybe we'll get paired up again. I'd like that. He shouldered his luggage and headed into his hotel, waving at me as he disappeared through the doors, and I waved back. I guess I'd made it. Oh! Perfect rating. Nice. Serendipitous ride with a spirited driver. Welcome to LO. Just past Palm Springs and home stretch. What? Wait's good, Lena. What's... Guess where I am. You better be. I'm in Los Ojos. Meet at your place? You mean our new place? Yep. Wait, actually. Come pick me up, sending you a pin. Sure. Yes. Can't believe I get to see you so soon. My rave fave, my literal favorite human. Oh my effing G. Hijuva. How long had it been since I'd seen Savvy? 6 months? No, a year. It didn't seem possible. Some days it was easy to feel like she was still around because everywhere I went in Cactus Flats was soaked through with memories. Most days that made me miss her even more. Nobody gets me like she does. Really gets me. Being around her made me feel more like myself. Or maybe just made me like it more. I saw her up ahead and my stomach flipped. L Bunny? Savviest. You look amazing. Just smoke and mirrors, you know. Oh my god, did you actually get prettier somehow? Damn, girl. Come on. Whatever you've been up to is working. God, seeing you again is like it's like home, you know. Me too. Sorry, could we less talk, more room? Being this close to Capra HQ creeps me out. Yeah, I thought it was weird you wanted to meet here. Oh, I was downtown and it's a giant eyesore, you know. Seemed easy for you to find. Well, now I know where to avoid. Exactly. Don't have lights like this back in the flats, right? The way we left things echoed in my head. Heat rushed into my cheeks. Was I turning red? My chest tightened and fluttered like I couldn't get enough air. I called her selfish and cried until I couldn't breathe. Right before I begged her not to leave. Was that what she was thinking about too? I'm sorry about how we left things. I just wanted to say... Ancient history. Whatever, I'm totally over it. Well, what have you been up to? Tell me everything. Well, I kind of bounced around for a while. Remember that guy who said I could crash with him and his roommates? Definitely remember how he always called me Lisa. Turned out his roommates were more like his parents. They were super sweet and their place was nice as fuck and oh my god, so clean. But then his mom gave us matching sweaters for Christmas. I swear I felt myself shrivel into a little ghost right then and there over the eggnog. Very compared to perfect family times. Social activism is way more chill. Just some fogies too afraid of their own shadows to really affect change, but I can work with that. Speaking of, I can't believe we're back in your old steery. This thing knows all my secrets. And you know, I love retro as much as the next girl, but would you mind parking it in a little down the street from my place? People would get really weird if they thought I was pro-car. It's just a big issue in my work right now, you know? Oh, sure, okay. But wait. Where are we going? What's your address? Oh yeah, pull over. You live here? No, I just remembered I got you a present. Oh no, I didn't get you anything. You're here, like for good. That's enough for me, L Bunny. Okay, I'll pull over. Close your eyes and hold out your right hand. Are you gonna? No, unlike you, psychopath, I will not put a bug in it. It wasn't a bug, it was a caterpillar. And it was fuzzy. Oh, I remember. Come on, give me your hand. I forgot how tiny your hands were and how they were always so cold. Should have brought you some gloves. Size extra, extra small. Yeah. Jace is always whining about my icicle hands. Who's Jace? She slipped something metallic onto my arm. If you're not going to shut your eyes, then at least stop fidgeting. It tightened on to a snug fit around my wrist. Oh. Got a mood band. Whoa. Thank you. Do you know what it is? It's a bracelet? It's a feel grid. It's a 6th gen biofeedback device. The color basically shows the moon basically exact movement. Whew, jeez. Heart something. You're yellow, which means you're feeling positive. Probably because of my awesome gift. I've got the necklace edition. See? Feel good green. Now we can both have, like, total awareness of our emotional well-being. You know, to take care of each other and all that junk. Ah, Savviest, it's like the best friendship bracelet necklace ever. Exactly. So it's reading my brainwaves? Nah, it reads your blood. So it's like a mood ring. It totally is, except it actually works. Everything we feel is because our brain has triggered some chemical to flutter our system, right? This has a little sensor that reads the molecules and goes surfing through your tubes. So cool. See, it just moved toward green, which means you just got a little chilled out. There are 4 basic colors. Yellow is like feel-good green, but higher intensity, happy, sunny, excited. Red is the angry, anxious, agitated, and blue is, well, blue. Ah, no, I thought it'd be really cool for you to see your colors. People can be so fake, you know. But everyone I know with a feel grid, it's like an emotional superpower. Keeping it real is like second nature now. Hey, Havoc, thanks for the bits. Did the bits? Did the bits go off? Nope, nope. Test widgets. Okay, yeah, I heard it. And then... Oh, I have to make a sound for the subscription now. I gotta remember that. I'm trying to work on my emotional superpowers, just so you know. I get it. This just lets you know that what you're feeling is real, but that it's temporary. Plus, now you'll know when your packs are giving you too much shit. 2 blue, and you probably need to take a break. 2 red, then you gotta stand up for yourself, okay? Tell that to my star rating. That's exactly it. This thing tells people they're pissing you off so you don't have to. I know confrontation is more my thing, but as you can see, I'm surfing a chill green wave at the moment. A chill as a cucumber. Lena, you're still saying it wrong. It's that cool as a cucumber. Oh my god, I missed you. Damn, I even tried to remember it, like cucumbers are served chilled. Well, I missed you too, lady. See, now I know that you made you happy and not, like, pissed at me. It's broken. I'm totally pissed. Okay, but I'm being serious. It's not a big deal, but the way we fought when I left... Uh-oh. I wasn't trying to hurt you. She's got red! I know. I really don't want my feelings to upset anybody. But you do feel things a lot, actually. Which is something I really love about you. Your heart is so amazing, the way you feel things. It's kind of beautiful. But bottling all that up doesn't make it go away. And when it all comes out, it's kind of intense, like that night. You're right. I'm sorry. But I'm here, and you're here, and we're starting over. And we're both going to be better. Oh. And we're good, right? Hell yes. I felt a weight lift off my ribcage. We were in sync again. We could always talk about serious stuff later. Savvy and I had all the time in the world now. So, how do we get to your place? My pajamas are calling my name. Oh shit, I'm really sorry, but can you take me somewhere else really quick first? Sure, where are we going? Well, I need you to drop me off, actually. It's this guy, and trust me, it's kind of a huge mess. You don't want to know. Is everything okay? Totally. Kind of. I don't know, honestly. I kind of fucked up at work, and I've just got to go fix it before shit comes down on my head. I wish we could just go straight to this awesome ramen shop you're going to love instead of helping my dumb ass. It's a little embarrassing. Are you okay? Yeah, it's all going to be fine. Just got to do this one little thing before it blows up, and then I get to keep my job, thank the gods. And we don't have to start looking for a cheaper place. Kidding. Didn't really sound like she was kidding. I never heard her take any job so seriously before, or even hint at money problems. Maybe we'd have more in common this time around, too. No worries, I gotcha. You're the best. I mean it. Right back at ya. He lives in this totally weird rich person dorm called Kinfolk. The place crawling with techie scum. So what do we have to do? She rubbed her knees together. She always did that when she was feeling uncomfortable. I wonder if she knew that. He's a good client, and I ran my big mouth and pissed him off. So now I have to go ass kiss a little, give the baby his bottle. He's been dying to get into this club, and tonight I can actually make it happen. But you should totally come meet up with me and Jace later. You just pick up another ride, right? Who knows, maybe it'll be some cutie who wants to show you around LO. Hang on. Seriously though, who's Jace? My guy. It's only been a minute, but we have this super intense connection, like sunshine, butterflies, all that shit. I bet you'll really like him. I can try and get you on the list. Yo, Chromeface! We're gonna go with okay, cool. Okay, cool. So how long have you been with him? Yes, cool, okay. He says he'll text you all the deets soon. Great, I'll just wait for the deets. I've just got to do this thing, and then you should head over. So when... Oh, this is it. Kinfolk. I'll text you in like an hour tops, okay? Then come meet us. Sounds good. See you soon, Rumi. Welcome to LO, and remember... Oh, shoot. What did she say? I watched her bounce the illuminated steps vanish with half spacecraft, half... She just said remember, and just like it was gone. What was this place? Car buzz, blah, blah, looking behind tinted windows, and they were right. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be with Savvy, and even for her, this was a little much. But it was just a detour, no big deal. I'd do one more ride to earn some coin, then we'd be back in sync. Things just had a way of being spontaneous with Savvy, and I was never as happy as I'd been when we'd been together. Hello, how are you feeling today? Your new Feel Grid is a biofeedback device that displays your emotional state as color yellow, green, blue, or red. Get started. Intense in a good way. Your Feel Grid also measures the intensity of your emotions, 3 levels, low, medium, and high. The more your Feel Grid lights up, the more intense your feelings. The circumplex, fancy science term, The map represents the full spectrum of emotions, yes, even the icky ones. Each segment is a unique state, so even though you may feel like a jumble of emotions, your feel grid will let you know which one of you you're actually experiencing, even if it's a little unpleasant. Feel free. Notice how you think and react when you're in each color. The idea of the feel grid is to simply illuminate your feelings in your body so you can tune into your emotional awareness. Stay centered. There's no such thing as a bad emotion, really. Just remember that the dark outer edges of the map are more intense feelings, while the lighter shades in the center are more mellow. One last thing. All emotions are valid, but the outer limits of the feel grid are meant to tell you something. Like it's time to take a break, take a nap, or even just take a moment to center. Now take a deep breath, and good luck out there. You're in the red. You may be feeling anger, fear, or disgust. In the red, your heart rate is elevated and you may have symptoms of tension such as headaches, jaw clenching, or stomach pains. You're likely to have difficult focusing and experiencing forgetfulness and poor judgment. Try to take deep, slow breaths and avoid spiraling into negative thinking. Not FDA approved. Oh, nice. We can hit more info. How are you feeling today? Jace will send you the deets. So over it. You're awesome, DJ. That's kind of gnarly looking. Definitely time for a recharge. Plus the weird way the hum of the charging stations made my head feel like stuffed cotton. I kind of loved it, even if it was probably killing brain cells. It would cost me $1.30 per hour. A little steep, but here I was. Or per bar. Got a full charge. I continued on my way. Gideon DeKalb. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Peace, love, and LO. Founder and chief cat herder, cure 8 all, putting a gentler dent in the universe. We're going to go for the happy person here. The anarchist was tempting, but he was pretty far away. Sorry, I'm running to meet you, but still 2 blocks away. Can you stop at the next corner instead of the pickup zone? I'm out of breath. Great, not doing what the pracs wanted could hurt my star rating, but pulling over in an AV zone would risk a stop from the LOPD, not to mention a ticket that would set me back some serious coin. Hey, sorry, can we go? Of course. It's cool. I glanced at her suit for a second. What was she wearing? Half my packs have those hollow space displays, but the barely an hour here and already Savvy was flaking. My packs was covered in weird gadgets. Welcome to Los Ojos. What's good? Any plans tonight? Yeah, kinda. I just moved here. And it's been interesting. Take a deep breath. Come on, Savvy. I thought you were past this. Yeah, LO is usually pretty interesting no matter what. Oh, wait. I gotta top up. Mind if I plug in? The seat's running low. My car's battery was terrible at holding a charge, but it looked like I could spare some at the moment. Need a good charge more than power. Thanks, gotta stop forgetting to charge at every stop. Capra makes you pay extra to use the ports in their cars. Hey, we don't nickel and dime people here at NeoCab. Never let people say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing. Maybe this good dude will help me when I'm limping along to a charging station later. Hey, you don't have to worry about your rating with me. I used to be a Capra mate, keep it above 4.0 stars or else. That's pretty strict. Seriously, you get one person having a bad day and there goes your rating. You ever work for Capra? I did, never again. A lot of drivers went into Capra mates after the culling. We got a pretty raw deal. Capra just patched our cars over the air. I was right at the beginning of a shift. I booted up, but the wheel was locked. Then it drove me home. Seriously? I would have freaked. So wait, sorry, 1 second. How long you've been driving for NeoCab? So annoying when PAX try to pretend they didn't just zone out into their holoscape for a second. Almost 2 years. But I try not to think about it. Moving on, though, what's your opinion of NeoCab, the company? Was I missing something about these questions, and how honest did she expect me to be? It's great. Oh, hey, did you see the sign we just drove past? That's like the best banh mi in town. The words went straight to my stomach. I hadn't stopped to eat all night. Oh, do they have Neo Crab? No, but they do this machine-spun soy protein. It's like umami cotton candy. So, hey, would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? Never heard of it. Sorry, that's a dumb question. Why would a NeoCab driver be for something that bans all non-automated cars? Wait, what? So a few weeks ago, this famous ballet dancer died in a car attack. People were just out having a good time and this guy drove straight into a crowd. Sophie and like 15 other people were killed. That's a pretty high kill count for a car attack. Is that why I've seen so many police? Probably. People are pretty worked up. Anyway, the vote is in a few days, so it'll all blow over soon. Blow over? The law is passed. It looked like I'd be out of a job. A Capra buzzed by me. Of course, we'll make human drivers illegal, and how else will people get around the city? So I know it's dumb, but I just need a clear answer. Here, I'll repeat the question. Would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? Wait a sec, was she reading these off some kind of script? So what's that you're wearing? Oh, right, you're new in town. I do surveillance for Capra. Surveillance? Yeah, like surveillance is from above, surveillance is from below. I don't think Capra is below anybody. Well, it's like surveillance is what cops and the NASA do. What Capra does is data collection, business intelligence. You know, help the community improve service. They got cameras and sensors all over the suit. I'm like a big sponge sucking in data from everything and sending it to Capra. So you've been recording our conversation all along? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to. I forget I'm even doing it. It's just always tracking. Ambient radiation, my own vitals. If there's anything off-the-shelf sensor, I'm probably wearing it. So those questions are what Capra wants to know about us, huh? Let us chat a little bit, but yeah, it's their questionnaire. Like opposition research stuff, gotta fill my quota. I'm really sorry, I just assume everyone I talk to knows. So I've been talking to Capra this whole time. About me. About the job I scraped together when they fired me. Felt my shoulders tighten and dug my nails into the wheel. All the Capras snaking through the lanes suddenly came into focus like a swarm, like I was surrounded. I tried to breathe. I gotta say, I wish I'd gotten some warning. Oh no, that does not look good. She was staring right at my wrist. My fuel grid was blazing red. Let me switch this damn thing off. Can you do that? I just did. I should have realized when you said it was your first night in LO. All this stuff is normal to me. We're so focused on our metrics. It's a terrible introduction, but welcome to Los Ojos. We got great food and shitty panopticon. So a panopticon is a prison that is designed where all the cells are viewable from a central tower. Won't you get in trouble for just shutting it off? I might. But it's not worth making you miserable. You feel... She was quiet for the first time. I could feel her relaxing now that the suit had gone dark. Allie flashed a smile at me and I could finally see her face. Anyways, I love your hair. I cut mine short like that once. I miss it. In this heat, I just want to shave it all. But that's a whole look, you know. Am I babbling? It's been too long since I've talked to someone real. Ever since I took this job, it's just... I'm just a passenger in this suit, you know what I mean? Capra does the talking and I'm along for the ride. I got that when I was driving for Capra too. I still have the keys somewhere. I should mount them like antlers. Definitely. I pulled up to a shopping center, skyscrapers on one side and skeletons of their future neighbors on the other. Hey, Allie. Don't give up. You'll find something better. Yeah, gotta stay on your hustle, right? Thanks for not kicking me out of your car. Never let him say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing, right? Damn right. I'll hit you up if I need a real human again. Good luck in Los Ojos. I watched the suit blink back to life as she vanished into a crowd of shoppers. Looked like Capra could find their way into my car no matter what. Even through a sweetheart like Allie. Gig folk gotta stick together. Stayed perfect. Hey, we got some coin. What is it? We made a net $4 off that, because like, what was it, $1 a bar? Night 1, Liberty Hearts District. As I turned the corner, I slowed the car. A throng of people had gathered in the street. They surrounded an empty Capra car in a messy circle. They were yelling, barking things at each other and at the car. The autocar made dozens of tiny, rapid-fire turns, trying to free itself from the circle. I thought of a moth trapped between window panes. Then another sound. Was that my back door? What the hell? I need to get out of here. I need you to go. I'll pay. What the? Listen, I'll explain, but we need to go. You're a neocab, right? You drive people. We need to go. I can't be here. Let's just take a breath, okay? My pulse raced in my ears and I couldn't think straight. Oh, great. Man, I did not really have an option on this. What the hell are you doing in my car? You want to ride, you go through NeoCab. You don't just open my door without asking. Look, I'm sorry, seriously, but that's my fucking bike under the wheels of that Capra, okay? I nearly died, and if we don't get out of here, the cops will be here. My life will actually be over. I can explain everything, but first you need to put some distance in between us and that mob. You know what? No. If the cops are coming, that's your issue. Stop telling me what to do from the backseat of my own car. Let the silence and tension fill the space. Pax looked so scared the mob outside was getting worse, and did I really want to deal with the LOPD right now? Hey, you've got panic eyes. I see you. Do you see me? I can usually get a read on a person the first time I see their face. Savvy called it my truth download. Not like she ever listened when it was about someone she wanted to date. But I needed to be calm to hear that little voice inside my head. And this Pax had me all riled up. I met their eyes in the rearview mirror. And it worked. It was as clear as if they were saying it out loud. I knew they were sorry, they were safe, and they were just trying to survive. Like me. The sort of person who feels like really intensely, right? Well, this is an intense situation. Please take 1 second to see me asking you for help and drive. Ugh. I held their gaze. I felt the fear evaporate, my pulse slowed. There we go. They trailed off as they watched my field grid crash from angry into a chill green. It seemed to calm them down too. You're wearing one of those feel things and it looks like we're cool. This still isn't right, you know. That's good because me and the LOPD are not. Floor it. I get us out of there in the nick of time, just as the squad cars rolled up and the bike punks scrambled into the night. What's your name? I'm Azul. Oh, why does adrenaline ever have to wear off? This shit hurts, dude. I'm Lena. Where are we going? Take me... Shit, I need to get to work. I work at a club in Luz Rouge. It's not far. I'm... Shit, ow. Are you okay? I'm bleeding. Oh no, can I help? Can you give me stitches and antibiotics? No, is it that bad? No, forget it. I'm just rattled. Thanks for asking. And don't worry, I won't mess up your car. That was thoughtful. NeoCab is supposed to cover cleaning costs for things like that. But once they do, there's always a mysterious operations surcharge that will pop up in your paycheck a few days later. I got hit by a Capra. I was on my bike. He came out of nowhere, sideswiped me, then just kept driving. Right over my fucking bike. Did you get the plate number? Shit, no I didn't. Don't bother going back though, forget it. And all those people just showed up. No, I called a Radix swarm. What's a Radix swarm? You know who Radix is, right? No clue. We're activists. We stand up against corporate entities like Capra. Radix is all about direct action to change the city for the people. Getting rid of cars, that's just the seed. What grows from that are safer streets, public transit that works, a big chunk bidden out of the luxury market. Most people just see us as punks on bikes, but most people are blind. So then what's a swarm? If you remember Radix and you're in trouble, like you get hit by a fucking Capra, you send up a flare on the app to call a Radix swarm. It alerts the other members, shows them where you are, tells them you need help. Radix has an app? All I can feel with good vibes. So that was help? Doesn't seem like it did much for you if you're here with me. It got crazy. I didn't expect that. Is it your first time calling a swarm? Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It's not supposed to be like that. What's it supposed to be like? I don't know. I thought they'd save me, but it was like they just showed up to fuck up the Capra car. Nobody tried to get my bike or whatever. One dude helped me up, but like the second I said I was okay, it didn't matter anymore. Neocab to the rescue. Ugh. That makes it even worse. Why do you say that? Because it's still a fucking car. You're still putting people at risk every day. Plus, it shouldn't be riding around in a death machine in front of a bunch of Radix folks. Getting out of there was the right idea. Do you think they saw me get in? Nah. They seem pretty focused on the car. Yeah, for sure. I can feel them relax, just a little. What a fucking night. My leg's killing me, my bike's gone. They're probably going to ask me to leave Radix. Doubt that. They need people like you. People who cruise around in fucking death machines? People who call cars fucking death machines. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Look, where I'm going, I don't want them to see me get out of your car. Can you just drop me like corner of Guadalupe and Sanders? I'll walk the rest of the way. On that leg? It's just a scrape, I'm fine. Your call? Well, yeah. They leaned to look out the window. Okay, here's good. Maybe just pull into the alley. The whole block looked pretty deserted, but I still slipped in the shadows. Whatever would put their mind at ease. You don't like record this, right? That's the Neocab deal? Right, no camera, nothing on the app. You were never here, Azul. Okay. Well, how much do I owe you? No charge. For real? You were in a tough situation. I would have wanted to get out of there too. Don't worry about the money. Just be safe. Damn, thank you. Listen, you didn't really have to help out like that. I really appreciate it. But like what you saw? No worries. I'll keep it quiet. Thanks. Shit, wait, I didn't get your name. Lena. Cool, thanks, Lena. I'm Azul. I said that, right? You did. You're welcome. Have a good night. Azul stepped out of the car, stumbling a bit like they couldn't put too much weight on their knee. Without so much as a look back, though, they shook it off and limped into the alley. It was well after midnight. I met my ride quota. I checked my field grid, yellow-green. On most nights, I'd call it quits about now, or maybe push on for one last ride if I had it in me. But until I heard something from Savvy, I had nowhere to go. When was she going to text me back? You're in between yellow and green. You may be feeling satisfaction, contentment, or comfort. Hey, this is around what the anarchist guy was. What's my charge? Yeah. Let's check Classberg. Alright, Klaus was waiting. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a street light. Very cool. Good evening. Hello. Were those German accents? I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear a night. I hadn't heard German in ages. Hey there, how are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? It's really begging the German thing. Let's go with German. Germany, huh? I used to date someone from Frankfurt. Or, you know, it might have been Berlin. We were supposed to go visit, but we never did. Same old story. You are a robot, yes? No? You must tell us if you're a machine. That is the law. Why do you think I'm a robot? Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in, what is the word? Robot drivers. Yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh, no, it is for appearances. Having a robot in the car is more comfortable for the customer, you know. More friendly, it has a personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. Well, you could with the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good, sterile, and unfriendly. Yes, so we hear that the companies are putting robots in the taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? It's kind of a cool idea, I guess. So my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Very much so. You recognized the Klaus accent was German, and so you told us what you know about Germany. You initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. I guess that's technically true. But do I look like a robot to you? Well, yes, in some ways. For instance, and this is not your personal comment, but your face is very simplistic. Yes, exactly. A human being has blemishes. You have no visible moles or freckles, no stray hairs. Overall, your face has this very neutral. Yes, a neutral affect. If I saw you on the street, I would not notice you. You would be like an ATM to me. Because she has good complexion? And that is how you would design a customer service robot, to calm the customer, to put them at ease, like sedative. Deep breaths, Lena. Geez, guys. But I'm not a robot. Huh. 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 Seriously? You claim to be a human. Then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs-Gari. Yes, the Higgs-Gari. It is a verbal test. It's simply a few questions. Revealing questions. Couldn't I just bleed for you? That is no test. Blood can be synthesized. Humanity cannot. Really, the Higgs-Gari is the most appropriate test. The Higgs-Gari tests humanity, not knowledge. Robot intelligence cannot recite all of human knowledge, but that does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It is what a human can never be. No? Let us begin. Born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. I'd be mortified. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his early work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? My favorite artist wouldn't be a man. That doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. I guess I wanted to hurt his feelings. A homeless man picks your pocket. Probably needs the money more than I do. I'd leave him alone. You have a young son, he asks to see your breast. I politely and firmly explain the concept of boundaries. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. I would discipline the pig in my own time and in my own way. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. He tells you that he has already killed a dog. He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. My husband clearly needs help. We work on his problems together. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. Is this the same son who wanted to grab my boob? It doesn't affect the test. Just answer the question, please. Your best friend has an affair with his son, then you ask you to pay for the abortion. I don't know if I'd agree to that, but I try to help them in some way. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. I'd call Dad and ask if he was okay. Well, that is the end of the test. And perfect timing, too. We'd arrived at a club in Liberty Heights, the Haunt. It was hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. Well? Well, what? How'd I do in the test? Is that important? We really do have to go. Yes, it's important. I'm afraid you might be a human. Yes, it does seem that way. I wasn't expecting that to come as such a relief. Are you disappointed? I think I am. The world you know is so devoid of wonder, and then sometimes you think you are coming across some beautiful and rare creation. But then the illusion is dispelled, and so harshly. Bummer. I was biting my tongue so hard I could practically taste blood. Human blood. There was a line for the haunt stretching right to the block. Klossmark disappeared to join it. I never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm only human. The world to me is no longer a place of wonder. Fuck you, Kloss. That bumped me 1.2 points down? So sorry, Lena. Fast as you can. An LOPD speed trap nearly nabbed me on the way over, too close. But I still wasn't fast enough. This was definitely it, the location of Savvy's SOS pin. It was just an empty lot in between some abandoned storefronts. I could only see as far as my headlights. There was no trace of her. No text since so sorry either. I called out her name. There was no answer. Had I just missed her, laughing off her crazy night? It was so dark I could barely see the broken bottles all over the ground. This wasn't a good place for anyone to wait around at night, especially alone. Especially someone like Savvy. Then I saw it. Face down on the curb, her phone. I grabbed it and a chill ran up my arms. It was shattered right in the center of the holo screen, now totally dark and cold. It looked like it had been stepped on. There was a sticker on the back, a punk-looking symbol of a wasp inside a bicycle gear. I sketched it in my journaling app and stashed her phone in my glove box. That explained the radio silence. What happened here? Maybe she smashed it herself. I've seen Savvy destroy her own stuff before when she was angry. There weren't many people who could break her cool, but I was one of them. Had I done something wrong somehow? My field grid jumped to deep blue. It seemed about right. Even if I knew it didn't make sense, just thought of hurting her. Tried to push back my thoughts and focus on what I could do right now. I remembered what Azul told me about Radix. No cops. The hours on the road, the night of PAX, missing Savvy, it all hit me like a wave. I was so tired it hurt. But without Savvy, I had nowhere to stay. All I could do was try to get some sleep. My only option was Crasher, to find a cheap motel or a spare room somewhere. Anywhere but a Capra capsule if I could afford it. I closed out my Neocab shift, and at least I'd hit my quota before my world turned upside down. Yeah, I was kind of like, how bad is this going to go? And it pretty much went as bad as I thought it was going to. I sank back into my car. We got a full charge. Oh, these are about the same. Yeah, yeah. So, 18's the cheapest, so. Capra caps. Oh, that's a Capra capsule. And that's a Capra capsule. I'm emotionally drained. I think we're going to spend the dough. Luce's home, my little corner of Los Ojos. I can offer you privacy, comfort, green tea, no judgment, and a world-class bed. My brother is a mattress designer. There's a stretch to afford Luisa's place, but when she showed me my bed, all my concerns melted away. Smart gel foam latex hybrid mattress and topical springs, thermoregulated duvet. Could this be real? I thanked her profusely. Nope, I have to cry. I couldn't help it. Tears welled up in my eyes. Louisa squeezed my shoulder, then came back with a mug of green tea for me. Long day, she asked. Do you want to talk? Honestly, I would love to just not talk for a minute. I completely understand, she said, and backed out of the room like she was never there. Total silence and full body hug of the mattress made me feel like I was floating. Like all my troubles were bouncing away in thermo-regulated buckwheat springs. Then I slept, clean and dreamless, and I woke up in the instant the alarm went off. I felt more than relaxed or rested. I felt like I just scored the winning point and landed the jump and nailed the high note all at once. What a mattress. I get back in the car. The memory of what had happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. The desperate text, Savvy's smashed phone. I tried to quiet my mind and just feel. I felt rested, but a little groggy, like my mind was wrapped in a synth felt blanket. At least my field grid was chilling in the green. Ugh, this wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she'd ghosted, but this felt different. I knew basically nothing about what her life in Los Ojos was like. Savvy was headed to a nightclub, but its name, total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work, whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night, scribbling in my journal until my hand ached. Maybe I've seen that symbol on her phone before after all. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down in a neighborhood. As long as I met my neocab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job and leaving LO as a total disaster. Last night, dropped off 9 p.m. rich person dorm. Jace never texted Deets. Savvy seemed upset. I kind of fucked up at work. Where? Found phone smashed. Read sticker. Azul's tattoo and Radix. That guy looks like he's, yeah. Alright, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. I guess I'm going to rejigger my schedule, and we'll do some Lunar on Sunday. If I can get the controller freaking working and figured out. And let's see. There's somebody on that I think I want to raid. Yep. They're not usually on at this time, so we're going to go say hello to Kilakuma. She's a great artist and pretty cool person. So I'd appreciate you guys sticking around for it. And thanks as always for the killer times. And yeah, sorry that the stream went a little sideways, and I think I might shelve this and play it again maybe in 2 weeks or, a little while. Because, yeah. It's a bit visual novelty for me, but it's got a good hook. Yeah, sorry, this will be a slow burn because, like, Lunar's my main game. This was just like, let's play a Cyberpunk game because that's on brand, and this I'd heard this was pretty good, and it's got like pretty darn good reviews. But I mean, we barely made it through the first night. If it's a Cyberpunk, it should only be, well, yeah, that's a good point. If it's a Cyberpunk, it can't be longer than 7 nights. 5 Nights at Freddy's. So, yeah. But still, if I play it like once a month, that could be a long time. Anyway, please say hi to Keela, and have a good evening.